What's up, guys? My Fist here today, and today we are going to be talking about meal replacements and the truth about meal replacements. So let's say you're a busy guy and it's been a long day. You're trying to eat healthy on a healthy schedule. You're trying to make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of meals for muscle nourishment and muscle development through hypertrophy, gaining in muscle. And let's say that you don't have anything else to prepare anything, but you have a bar. Now you have a protein bar. And I'm going to tell you about this right now. When people say that protein bars, yeah, use them as a meal. All that stuff, as I say in the supplementation video, as I think I mentioned some fast, but you're not supposed to treat that as a meal. You're supposed to treat it as a snack. And do you know why? Because the protein bar, whey protein, or any type of protein powder bar, that's going to give you the nutrients that you already don't have. So if you're indulging in junk food, or if you don't have enough time to check what nutrients you're getting and what vitamins you need, you're going to go to the supplementation, and it's going to have all of that. And that's the real reason why many people actually do supplementation. Also supplements when you don't have enough vitamin, when you're vitamin deficient. That means that you're going to have to get supplements, and you're going to have to take the pills, smallest forms of amino acids, omega-3 fats, protein, like fish oil, things along that line, right there. And there's many omega-3 fatty acid pills, micronutrients, which they are called. And as you're not getting the nutrients already, the micronutrients, macronutrients, and microminerals, you're going to go to supplementation because that has it. But the thing is, as I say in the supplementation video, you want the supplementation as a filling for calories to get into a hypercaloric state. You don't want them to be a meal. And the reason behind this is because it really makes no sense if you really think about it. I'm just watching the cat dig through some pizza right now, but yeah, it's okay. So, I've had a lot of experience with supplementations. I've taken a lot of bars that have high amount of glycerin in it that actually contain glycerin, but also contains many nutrients. And of course, protein supplementations, they're good because again they get into a hypercaloric state. It's going to be very protein dense and not going to have as much sugar as any other supplementations. If you get the right supplementation, get the right bar, you check the labels, you check how much high fructose corn syrup is actually put into it, the real ingredients. That's the main part of looking for supplementation. What's the main ingredient in it? Whether it's high fructose corn syrup, whether it's dextrose monohydrate, which is sugar, which you see at restaurants, you see those little sugar things. That's dextrose monohydrate right there. And as I said again, which I will say many times in this video, you are not supposed to use bars and drinks as a meal. If you use a meal is comprised of protein, dense food, amino acids, of course. You're going to be getting the micronutrients and the actual supplementations. But you're not going to be getting the actual nutrients, because the actual nutrients, they come from nature. Things like fibrous greens, medley grains, things like eggs, things like tuna, things like honey, things like avocados, things like natural peanut butter, things like raisins, things like fruits and soluble fiber, and therefore on. And that is why I really want to treat it as a snack because you're going to be getting all these other nutrients all throughout the day, but it's going to be dealing with your micronutrients, which that you're going to be getting in the supplementations, and that's really the only reason you need them as a fill-in. You want to fill in the calories for your basal metabolic rate, how many calories you digest per day, and if you want to elevate that to get to a hypercaloric state from a hypocaloric state, taking in less calories, you're going to want to take in more calories. And that's the most important part of this video right here, is that you're only going to find micronutrients in supplementation, and it's really just a fill-in. Like let's say that you don't have nutrients all throughout the day, and you're vitamin deficient, which you don't have vitamins to function. You don't have the nutrients to actually grow muscle, to build muscle fibers. You don't have to nourish your body. You don't have full nourishment of nutrients. Let's say you eat a little Debbie's cake, and then the next thing you do, you have a protein shake. And the instant thought is that the protein shake, yeah, right after I'm working out, protein shake's gonna make me rip. But the actual truth is, you have to do the work yourself, and you have to realize that supplementations aren't going to do anything. They literally only supplement micronutrients, and that's what they are for. They're not for micro. They're not for empty calories, and that's the major misconception right there. Is that protein supplementation? Yeah, you can take protein supplementation. You can eat like shit, but the actual reality is you cannot eat like shit when you're taking protein supplementation, because it cheats those micronutrients very well, as it's going to have a balanced amount of macronutrients, your diet, macronutrients, macrominerals, micronutrients, those three things that your body gets nourished off of to have actual proper nourishment. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can actually start getting to a hypercaloric state. You can start building your basal metabolic rate. You get in more catabolic reactions, which are digesting food through the gastrointestinal tract, and it reaches your colon. Of course, it breaks down the food, and you later get into an anabolic process, which catabolic processes, they literally rely on an anabolic process. And that's the major thing right there. Many people don't think that, but yes, it is. And of course, if you are taking steroids, the major thing you're going to be neglecting is the catabolic process that actually gives the anabolic process the correct amount of nutrients to actually build these muscle fibers, get them to a greater capacity for growth, and to build muscle, develop muscle, overall gain hypertrophy. And that's the main thing right there. The second main thing about that, which I explained the other main things about this, but meal replacement. What is a meal replacement? Meal replacement means you're supplementing micronutrients. You're getting micronutrients in the actual protein supplementation. You're not getting anything else. You're literally only getting micronutrients, because supplement, that is literally a supplement for the vitamins and nutrients that you're not getting, and you want to regularly eat that as a snack with protein dense foods like chicken. You can go for things like spinach. You go for things like tuna. You want eggs, yogurt, dairy, great sauce. You want other things, which, as I said, you want tuna, you want chicken. You can also have steak, very high in protein. You want everything along that. You want nuts. You want omega-3 fatty acids. You want all of that, because that is going to basically cipher your lifestyle choice, your diet, what you want to explain it, whether you're on a diet. Of course, the diet is something you go off of, so if you don't want to describe it as a diet, describe it as a lifestyle choice, a choice that you actually take daily, that you keep pushing forward throughout every day that you actually work to get better. You work to strive for your better self. And in my supplementation video, I talked a lot about this. I talked about protein-rich foods. I talked about amino acids. I talked about omega-3 fats. I talked about monounsaturated fats. I talked about soluble fiber, carbohydrates. Also talked about protein, as I just listed in the sources where you can find protein high in. Things like tuna, spinach, fibrous greens, chicken, steak, eggs, things like natural peanut butter, and things like that. Main source of protein. And can also be complemented with monounsaturated fats, which can be found high source in eggs. It can also be found in omega-3 fats, as I was talking. Sorry, our car just went by. But omega-3 fats can be found in eggs, can be found in tuna. Omega-3 fatty acids can be found in nuts. That's a great source in nuts. Things like avocados, things like honey. Monounsaturated fats can be found in oils, a variety of actual oils that you're consuming, that you're adding to your diet or lifestyle choice. And this is the main point that I wanted to get across, that meal replacement is only the supplementation of micronutrients, and you want to be eating a correct amount of macronutrients, macrominerals. You want to be eating the correct amount to actually fuel your body and to give it the correct amount of energy so you can get into correct catabolic and anabolic processes. And this is going to wrap up the video for today, guys. And bye, guys. Mind Fitness out.